for you guys today, okay? So this happened yesterday, which was Sunday, and this whole thing, like, it's so crazy because I was not planning to go. So I met up with a friend who brought another friend to study, so we were like studying and everything. And then they mentioned that they were going to the mall, and then I was like, okay, so how are you guys getting there? And they said they were gonna take the Marta. Now, the Marta is like the main point where it's like, okay, Naila, like, you should not go. But I was like, I mean, why not, spend time with friends, go to the mall, it will be fun. So I finally said yes, but that wasn't the only reason I didn't want to go. It's because I had a paper to write, but it all ended up well. So, and I would not advise you to go do something when you know you have like a whole paper to write. But I only went because I knew that I was gonna be fine. Like, I knew the material. It was like a jazz paper, so like it wasn't anything too, deep or anything. So we went to go eat before we left, and then we went to the Marta, and so we walk in there, everything talking, da da da, and we finally get there, and the escalator to go down is so steep and it's so long, and I'll insert the footage here. It's crazy. But yeah, so we went down the escalator and we finally got down to like where the subway is and all that stuff. So we had to figure out which train to take and how to do all that. So we got our cards, paid for it and everything, and then we were just waiting on the train. And the train, it didn't take too long, so I can't complain. But then it was like actually pretty in there. Like, it was way different from what I was thinking. Like, I was thinking of movie subways with like, people playing drums and stuff on cans, like, and it's all dirty and nasty, rats crawling everywhere. But it was not like that at all. It had like rocks all on the side. It was actually like kind of nice. So yeah, so then the train finally came, and like we didn't get any seats because we just like got on, but we should have got on in the front, but we just got on, so we didn't have seats on the way there for a while, and then some seats opened up. So we sat down and everything. So then we got off, we went to the mall, all that stuff. Yeah, and it was a really good time. I went to Forever 21, as you can see. Yeah. And I got this belt. I didn't really go to get anything specific. Like, I didn't need to go shopping or anything. I just went because I just wanted to join in on the fun and, do something for that day. So, yes, we went there. We went to some other places. We didn't really have a lot of time either because we got to the subway at like 5 o'clock or like 4. It was like 4, I guess. And like the lady that was helping us was telling us like, like the mall closes at 6 or whatever on Sundays, and we were like, we didn't even think about that. We were just going. But she looked it up and it was 7, so we decided, like, we can just go because we had all this planned out and everything, so like, we wouldn't want to just leave. So yeah, so we had like an hour and a half basically when we got there, and the train kept stopping on the way. I was like I was so mad because I'm sure it doesn't do that all the time, but of all times it would do it then when we have like an hour as it is. But yeah, also on the way, it was like bumpy and shaky and stuff. I was getting scared, like, is this train about to separate or detach or something? But yeah, it was kind of scary. So yeah, so then after, I'm sorry I'm going out of order. I don't have anything like planned, but so we went shopping and everything, And then we got back on. Oh yeah, we took pictures too, so I'll insert a picture here, you know. Yeah, it was a really pretty place. It had a waterfall, and I think it was like a hotel of some sort. But the hotel, like that place was so pretty. Okay. So then we got back. Oh yeah, also, you know how like when you're at a road and there's like an intersection, and so like you push the button to like for pedestrians to walk and everything. Tell me why the walk the button when you push it, it says wait. Like, who are you to tell me to wait? Like, why would you need to say wait in the first place when I'm pushing a button? Like, I just don't get it. But anyway. Okay. So, where was I? Okay. So anyway, so we get back on the Marta, and okay, so we get back on the Marta, and then it was like a smooth ride. So oh yeah, let me tell you, on the ride there, it was so smooth and it was so smooth and quiet. Like it was so quiet when we stepped on. I was like why is it so quiet? Like that's how like quiet it was. It was like nobody was talking or making any sounds. Like it was like dead silent. So yeah, okay, so keep that in mind. So then when we got back on the Marta, again, everything was fine or whatever. And I was sitting next to this guy. When I got on, he was asleep. Next thing I know, I don't even remember him waking up. Next thing I know, he's talking on the phone. Tell me why. He says, yeah, I don't do anything illegal. The only illegal thing I do is smoke weed. And then he was talking about some like I've been to jail, I'm not going back over something stupid. What? He's saying this as I'm sitting right next to him on the phone. He's on the phone, but still, like, I was like, who did I just sit next to? Okay, so then he talked about like he already sold his guns, his AK-47. What? And some other gun. I was like, I need to move seats like right now. Like no, this isn't. Okay, so I was already nervous about that. And then this guy this guy came on the train yelling. Like I was like, what? But I was scared. Like I was scared. And then like this white guy was standing in front of the door. And he was like, move, like, didn't your mom ever tell you not to stand in the driveway or something like that? I was like, what? But I felt bad for him because his face was so red. Like, I know he was scared. I know for sure he was scared. So then, okay. Um, yeah, okay. So then, he was yelling the whole time, like walking down the aisle, and like while he was yelling, people were just like, "Shut up!" Like it was so funny. That part was the only funny part. They were just yelling like, "Shut up! Shut up!" Like it was so funny, and like just saying like random stuff like that. But he was like, "Yeah, like." Anybody got a problem with me? Like, stand up. Yeah, this is me. This is what I do. Nobody gonna stop me. Da da da. Like, talking all that mess and everything. And I was not making any eye contact. When I tell you guys, I was scared. I was just sitting there like you'll see in the video. I was just like not trying to make any eye contact, any set of moves, anything, because I was scared. Especially after the guy that I was sitting next to was talking about he sold his gun and everything. So I was thinking the guy that was yelling and stuff might have a gun. Like, I thought he was crazy or something. Like, I didn't know. I was just scared. So then the guy sitting next to me, he's talking on the phone, but the guy that came in is still yelling and all that stuff. So then the guy on the phone, he's like, like, hold on, man, this man is trying my life, he's yelling, da, 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 I'm gonna call you back. So he hangs up on the phone and then starts talking to the guy like, man, like shut up, like stop all that, you all talk, da da da, talking to the guy standing over there, and then, so yeah, the guy that was yelling and everything ends up getting off at the next stop of the subway. So like that tells you that he wasn't really trying to go anywhere. He was just trying to start something, because he didn't even like listen to where we were stopping. Like he wasn't trying to go anywhere. He was just trying to get on and talk mess and leave. So as the guy steps off at the next stop and the doors to the subway open, this guy sitting next to me pulls off his shirt. He had an undershirt on, but still pulls off his shirt, he walks off the train like, man, like, I was like, oh my gosh. He gets off the train like, man, talk that mess again, like, I'm in your face now, da da da, and all that stuff. And the guy just kept walking, but I didn't turn around to look out, because I'm telling you, I was scared. I was just like, shoot. So the guy comes back on. He's like, man, like, I'm hiding. I can't even sit down. I'm so mad. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna have to smoke 5 blunts when I get home. To calm down or whatever. I was just like, oh my gosh. So that whole situation, I was just like, dang, like, it was crazy. So yeah, it was crazy. So that was my first experience on the Marta, and like, tell me why. Everything was going so good. It was quiet in there. The place was way better looking than I thought. It wasn't even that bad. And then like at the last minute, on our way back, like something had to go down just to ruin that perfect experience. But at least nothing happened, because I was really scared. Like, I thought like we're encased into this place. You can't get off because the train is moving fast. So if something went down, like, there's nothing you can do. Like, if that person had a gun and started shooting, God forbid, well, I'm glad that didn't happen. There's nothing you can do. Like, you're just sitting in there. So I'm just glad nothing happened. But I don't think this situation won't make me, like, be too scared or never go on a Marta again or anything like that. But it was crazy, my first experience, and that happened. But the girls that I was with, though, they were just saying it was so funny. They were laughing and all that stuff. And people on the train, I guess, were like laughing too and stuff. But I was like, y'all aren't scared? Like, they must be used to it or something, because it seems like I was the only one that was like actually scared, like, what's gonna happen. Like, that's how you know. Okay, whatever. But yeah, so that was my first experience on the Marta. Bye.
Look, bro. Yeah, look, bro. What? Look, bro. What? I ain't even gonna move, my nigga. Nigga, check it. I'ma stay right here, nigga. You put your hands on me. I swear to God, I ain't gonna here. What the fuck you talking about? Bring your head back right here.
Did y'all see my face? Like, I was scared. Let's replay that so y'all can see it. Y'all need to see my face. Like, you can tell I'm just like,
Nigga, you put your hands on me.